In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this really cool branded design in Canva in just a few minutes. And we're including the animation with sound design that you can see on the screen right now. I'll split up this tutorial into multiple parts. First, we will look at creating the design, and then we'll look at the animation part, and finally, we'll add the sound design to the slide. Now, if you want to save some time while making presentations or designs in Canva, I have a lot of templates available which you can use and download via the link in the description below. Let's start with the first part, which is creating the design. And we're starting from a blank canvas. Now, first we want to add some nice background colors. So we select the background and go to the color wheel. Scroll down, and here you can select any gradient that you like. I'm choosing this blue one, and then scroll upwards and go to the color wheel. Let's go for a circular gradient with a light part in the middle, and gradually it goes darker towards the outside. I don't really like the colors yet, so I'm going to modify them a bit. And let's play around with the colors. So I'm going to make this one a bit darker. And the other one is a bit too much towards the green for me, so I want to make it more light blue. That's the effect that I want to create. If you want more of a color difference, you can always add a new color. And for example, in this one, make it a lighter or darker. In our case, I think a lighter variant might be better, but then we also need to adjust it and drag it in between. So deselect and drag it in between the colors. This way we get a nice gradient with the highlight in the center, and that's what we want for our product. Next, I'm going to add a picture of the can to our design, and I'm going to remove the background so we have a clear product to work with. You can use whichever product that you like. And I kind of like this tilted angle, so I don't want it perfectly straight. I kind of like this sort of tilted angle slightly towards the left. Now I'm going to look for the elements. So go to elements and here type in ice. We want to go to photos, see all, because we want to remain in the same realistic style as the can. We don't want to mix it too much with the 3D images or illustrations of ice cubes. So we want to go for the realistic ice cubes. I think these will look quite good as a background image. And let's expand it to the full slide. Let's remove background and see what it gives. And this already looks quite good actually. We're not going to use it very dominant in the picture, we're just going to focus it and position it at the back. So it's like a filler part of the image. The quality I think is really good of the ice, and it looks fairly realistic with the subject. So that's what we want. Now I'm going to add some more elements. So some of the loose ice cubes, I think those suggestions that we get are pretty good. They're somewhat in the same color tone. So if I were to choose these, they look different. So I don't want to match too many styles in the image. So I'm going to pick this one. Scale it down, so they're not disproportionately larger than the others, but somewhat in the same range. Let's also select the other one, so we have some variations of angles. That's always good. And then we can copy it a few times. You can always flip it horizontally. This way you get the mirror effect and it doesn't feel too repetitive in the designs. So let's place them along our design. Maybe increase them a bit in size. And we just don't want to cover our branding. So we want to make sure that we give enough space that the branding pops out. Because that is, in the end, the main purpose of a campaign visual. So let's do it like this. Maybe I'm going to flip those around. Put this one here so that it nicely fills up. And here we can enlarge it a bit, just like this. There we go. I think this already looks quite good. Maybe we increase the ice in the background by just a little bit, and let's also increase the size of our design. Now here again we have to make sure that we don't overlap the brand, so we position it to the side and that looks quite good. Now let's look for some fresh water splashes, some water droplets. So we go to the elements again, and here we type in water splash, and then we can look for some variations. There's a few to choose from. You can always see some of them have a background. You can remove the background and they might look a bit weird at first, but there's something you can do. You can go to edit and then you go to the adjust tab. And here we can play around with these settings so it looks more realistic. I think in this case, if we increase the brightness, you can see it already becomes more visible in the design. You can also play around with the contrast and the highlights, maybe the vibrance. It's always testing a bit what works well for these images. Or you can change the color and drag that more towards a non-saturated side or a different color if you have, for example, a different type of soda. But in our case, we want just plain water splashes. So this will be quite a good one. Let's go back to the water splashes and see if we can. I think this one will look quite cool if we can pull it off. It looks quite blue, so we can either adjust these settings like we did with the other one. So I'm going to select it here as well, go to edit, adjust, and then also here try to play around with these settings until we can find a nice one. It's not exactly the same settings, it always depends a bit on the picture that you use. So you have to look for whichever one looks best. I think the whites here make a big difference towards the realism. The blacks, I think we can turn it off almost entirely. You see the difference here? So that's what we want to get rid of. Maybe a bit is okay. Vibrance doesn't do too much, neither does the saturation. Also for the color edit, let's have a look if we turn up or down the saturation. I think up looks quite okay. And the brightness, that's the one that does the trick. So we're going for the intermediate one, reducing it slightly so it becomes more transparent and very realistic in our case. Here in this image, we can see that we have quite some sharp corners. So it's not ideal if we want to place it halfway somewhere in the design, then we get a rough cut and we don't want that. We want the realistic effect. So in our case, we can put it on the right side of the image and then maybe go to position, layers, and then we want to drag it underneath the layers, but still above the soda can so that the splash kind of goes over the soda can, but it's hidden. The rough corner is hidden behind the ice cubes. Here we can see it's visible, so we can easily adjust the crop mark and then hide somewhere behind the cubes. Same for this one. Let's go to position and also drag it down. I'm not entirely sure if I still like this splash, so I think I'll go for another one. Water splash. And look for a more subtle one. Let's try maybe a longer version, one that we could extend in the background. And something you can always do is select the previous one, go to copy style, and then apply it to the new one. And in this case, I think it looks quite good, but it's fairly transparent. So we can see the transparency is to 100%. If we tune it down, it will disappear entirely, so we don't want that. What we can do is we can Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V to create a copy, and then just place it on top. If we do that maybe 2-3 times, it will become more and more visible. And then just group those together, and now they act as one shape. So sometimes you can use that workaround to get the result that you want. Now let's rotate it a bit, see if we can find a good angle. Maybe this one here looks quite cool. Then we have the same movement towards the left, and I think that adds for a very visual touch to the design. So we have the splash, we have the can slightly tilted, and then we also have this second splash here moving in the same direction. This one I don't want to put in front of the can because then we're blocking too much of the product. So I'm going to position and then drag it underneath the can. So we have it in the background. It still adds for that design element, which is cool, but it's not the main focus of the design. Now we're going for the final touches. And for that, I want to add some creative elements. So go to elements and type in mint leaves. Go to photos, see all, so we have a realistic result. And then choose a selection of leaves that you think will fit the design best. In our case, I think a very bright, fresh green touch will do. I think we can go even for a larger bunch of mint leaves. These ones are very fresh, so we can always duplicate it. It's a bit of trial and error until you find the right one for your design. Let's group them together. This looks quite okay. Scale it down a bit, or maybe upwards so we can fill up that gap. That would be cool. And then drag it downwards underneath the ice cubes and the water, but still above the can. It looks a bit messy, the leaves, so I think I'll go for another one. Let's try again, mint leaves, photos. Maybe these here will do. I think they're fresh, they're bright, and they're fitting the image much better. It looks more realistic. And again here, we want to go to position and drag it underneath the elements and above the can. This one fits better, I think. And it also nicely fills up the gap of the splash. There we go. Now some other things we can add is, for example, if we have the ice, it always goes together well with some mist type of thing, some smoke. It's not really smoke, but the mist from the ice or the cold. Like if you open up a freezer, that often appears. So let's type in mist. And here we go for graphics because we want images without transparency. And you see, if I add this to the slide, it just fills up the background a bit more and it makes it more realistic. So go to position and drag it all the way to the bottom. Maybe above that last layer, then we get some depth in the slide. Let's see if we can find any others. Maybe this one here. And this one covers the entire slide, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to drag it so it meets both corners and then add it at the bottom of the design. It also sort of fades the bottom and makes everything blend in nicer. That's what we want. Maybe a final one. This here, you can see the difference. This is real smoke from fire, so it doesn't go well with the ice effect. So we want to delete that. So let's look for another mist. This one I think will do good. Scale it a bit and then position and drag it to the back. Maybe all the way to the back. And if it's too harsh, you can always reduce the transparency a bit and tone it down. So this is quite cool. Now let's add some text to the slide. I'm going to close this, text, title, and let's give it a Pepsi name. Increase it in size. And for the font, I'm going for the bold version or even the black version. Let's make sure it nicely fits. And let's make it a white. Increase it slightly so that it covers both edges of the slide and make it transparent. Position and then drag it all the way to the back, even behind the mist. Let's adjust the position a bit so that it's very subtle in the back, but you can still see what it's about. And now let's have a full screen preview of the design we've made, which already looks quite cool and realistic for a ad poster. Now let's go the extra mile. Let's go for the animations and the sound design. And for that, I'm going to the thumbnail view, make a duplicate of the page so we always have a spare one to work with or the original one up front. And in here, I'm going to duplicate once more so we have the end result at the back. And let's work on the middle one. I'm going for a bit of a different animation this time. So I want to have a teaser effect. So the smoke, I'm going to drag it down. Same with the water splashes. Those I can even reduce in size so we get that real splash effect. Let's do it on both sides. So reduce the splash and drag it down. The mint leaves, they can also become smaller. That way they will pop up. The can itself, that can become smaller and we hide it behind the ice cubes. Smoke, same thing. Make it a bit smaller. Just don't drag it off the slide so that it doesn't disappear. Let's make it smaller. If I were to drag this one off the slide, it will disappear, so I can no longer select it. So we want to scale it down and position it so that it remains accessible on the slide. Also the ice cubes up front, make them slightly smaller, and one in the back as well. Text, same thing, hold Shift key and drag it downwards. Maybe the ice cubes, let's spread them a bit differently so it covers both edges of the slide. I think that always looks good. So this way we have a very clean slide to work with the elements all hidden behind. Now if we go to transitions and use the magic morph transition, this goes quite fast, but then increase the duration to 2.5, let's say, it will look quite good. So we get that reveal effect, that explosion effect. Maybe it's too slow, so let's do 2 seconds. That already looks cool. Now the final thing to do is we add some of the sound elements. And for that I'm going to the Elements tab, and here we type in beer pour. If it's soda or beer, that doesn't really matter. The sound will be the same, and I think they're classified as beer pouring here. That is exactly what we want. So I'm going to drag that underneath, drop it in the music line. Maybe also do a can open, soda can, that snap. Let's go for this one. Drag it here as well, in the beginning. And some ice cubes. Glass, ice cubes into glass. That's what we want. It's short, but we can always duplicate it. So let's add it here. And Ctrl C, Ctrl V to create a copy. And then just drag it slightly to the right. Do the same here. Then let's do the can open. So first we do the ice cubes, then we do the can, and then we start the pouring. And let's open the duration tab here. That way we can preview it and zoom in. So this slide, it can be quite short. Let's say 1.5 seconds before the animation starts, and now we have the pouring effect. So I'm going to put the ice cubes in the first part, soda can open on the reveal, and then the pouring during the second part. So if we put the cursor here, this also means the animation will shorten. So if we find that sweet spot, here we get 1.3 seconds. So let's have a look. And this is how you can make this really cool brand ad in Canva in just a few minutes. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you want to learn more about Canva, make sure to drop a follow and watch the video on the screen right now.